Let's get right into it. Number 8. Your brain reacts to rejection like physical pain. Ever get ghosted, rejected, or unfollowed and feel like someone actually punched you in the stomach? Like, physically hurt, that's not just heartbreak. That's your brain screaming, "We're dying." Rejection lights up the same brain regions as actual pain. Your anterior cingulate cortex, which usually handles things like stubbing your toe or breaking your leg, also freaks out when someone leaves you on read. Why? Because, again, evolution. Back in the tribe days, being rejected meant being cast out, and in prehistoric times, that often meant starvation, freezing, or being eaten by whatever the saber-tooth equivalent of a Yelp reviewer was. So now, when someone unfriends you or doesn't invite you to karaoke night, your brain doesn't go, that was mildly unpleasant. It goes, alert. Social death. Prepare to perish. Basically, your brain can't tell the difference between heartbreak and hitting a table corner. It's emotional overkill, and you're the collateral damage. Number 7. Your brain is biased toward misery. If you've ever felt like bad things stick with you longer, hit harder, or just feel more true, you're not being dramatic. That's your brain being a pessimist. By design, it's called the negativity bias, and it's baked into your neural wiring like raisins in an oatmeal cookie. Disappointing, but very real. See, positive experiences are nice. But negative ones? Potentially fatal. So evolution cranked your threat detection dial up to paranoid squirrel. We remember insults longer than compliments. We fixate on one mean comment out of 100 nice ones. And we replay embarrassing moments from 7th grade like they're Oscar-nominated flashbacks. Your brain is a drama queen when it comes to danger. It highlights the bad, buries the good, and leaves you stewing in self-doubt for hours because Becky said your haircut was interesting. So if it feels like your brain is sabotaging your mood for no reason, it kind of is. But only because it thinks you might die if it doesn't. Basically, your brain is your overprotective aunt, warning you about everything with zero sense of proportion. Number 6. Your brain loves patterns. Even when they're fake. Ever stare at the ceiling and suddenly spot a face in the light fixture? Or see a ghost in the shower steam? Or feel weirdly sure your toast is trying to warn you about your future? Congratulations, your brain is desperate for patterns. This glitch is called pareidolia, and it's a survival mechanism. In the wild, mistaking a bush for a lion costs you nothing. But mistaking a lion for a bush? Well, you become a lion snack. So your brain evolved to always err on the side of that cloud looks like it's judging me. It's also why conspiracy theories feel so satisfying. Random chaos is scary. But a pattern, even a fake, overly complicated, totally bonkers pattern, feels comforting. It gives the illusion of control. Your brain wants things to mean something. It hates randomness. So it creates faces in toast, signs in traffic jams, or messages from the universe in a spilled coffee pattern. Basically, your brain is a cosmic overthinker with zero chill and a passion for connecting dots that do not exist. Number 5. Your brain hates multitasking, but lies about it. You think you're multitasking. Juggling emails, eating lunch, half watching a documentary about ancient aliens while texting your cousin about that weird mole on your arm. But your brain? It's not multitasking. It's panic flipping between tasks like a caffeinated raccoon in a laser maze. In reality, your brain can only focus on one cognitive task at a time. When you try to do more, it just switches super fast, losing accuracy, burning more energy, and doing everything slightly worse. But it feels productive, which is the cruelest part. Science calls this task switching. It's the reason you reread the same email line 4 times and still forget what it says. It's why cooking dinner while checking Instagram often ends with a very well-broiled cutting board. Your brain evolved in a world where task switching meant fight or flight, not Slack or Zoom. Every mental pivot has a cost. But modern life demands it constantly, so your brain just pretends it's fine while slowly short-circuiting inside. Basically, your brain is a terrible juggler, but a fantastic liar about it. Number 4. Your brain forgets basic stuff on purpose. Ever walk into a room and immediately forget why you came in? Like you were on a mission, you were confident, and then suddenly your brain just hits you with a 404 error. That's called the doorway effect. Yes, it has a name. And no, it's not your fault. It's your brain's way of cleaning the mental whiteboard as you enter new environments. Your brain's like, new room? New context. Let's erase everything unrelated to this place. Which is deeply inconvenient if you're just trying to grab your phone charger, but makes sense if you think like a cave person again. New space equals new threats, new tasks, and less mental clutter, so yeah, your brain intentionally deletes your thoughts sometimes. Just a little spring cleaning, but 24/7, basically, your brain treats each doorway like a magical memory black hole. Step through, and poof, you were never hungry, never had a purpose, never existed. Number 3, your brain gets bored and fakes reality. Ever thought your phone vibrated in your pocket, and it totally didn't? That's not a quirk, that's your brain being desperate for stimulation. Phantom vibrations are real. Like, scientifically real. Your brain craves novelty and attention like a drama queen at a silent retreat. And when it doesn't get anything interesting to focus on, it invents things. Like fake vibrations. Or hearing your name in random noise. Or thinking you saw someone behind you even though you're absolutely alone. Why? Because your brain evolved to never miss a threat. False alarm? Fine. But miss a rustle in the bushes that turns out to be a tiger? Big oops. So now, even a buzz from a group chat about soup recipes gets flagged as high alert. It's like your nervous system has FOMO. Constantly. And it's not subtle about it, so the next time your leg tingles and you do a full pocket sweep for a phone that isn't there, just know, your brain made that up. For fun. For attention. Like a cat knocking a glass off the table to see what happens. Number 2, your brain thinks movement means danger. Ever tried to nap in a moving car but kept waking up every 5 minutes because your head bobbed slightly? Yeah. That's not you being light sleeper royalty, that's your brain thinking you're falling off a cliff. See, your inner ear is this tiny biological balance machine. And it absolutely loses it when it feels motion that doesn't match what your eyes see. Like when you're reading a book in a car? Your eyes are saying, everything is still. But your ear is like, the whole planet is shifting. So your brain freaks out and tries to puke the imaginary poison it thinks you've ingested. That's car sickness, baby. This mismatch causes alarm bells in your nervous system. Because back in cave people times, this combo probably meant I've eaten something toxic or I'm being carried off by a bear. Either way, best to be alert, so when you're just trying to relax during a gentle train ride and your body decides to fire off a mild panic attack? Thank your brain's prehistoric operating system. It's still running version 1.0 and refuses to update. Basically, your brain is still convinced you're living in a world full of cliffs, tigers, and poison berries. Modern transportation is just a horror simulation to it. Number 1, your brain lies to you, constantly. Let's start with a hard truth. Your brain is basically that one friend who always remembers things differently. You think your memories are like little video clips stored in your mental archive? Nope. They're more like a weird game of telephone played between neurons who forgot what the original message even was. Every time you remember something, your brain is just reconstructing it. Like a half-bored artist drawing the same scene over and over, but every time the colors change and maybe a llama shows up. And you trust this artist with your entire life story. In fact, researchers have shown that when you recall something, your brain sometimes just fills in the gaps. Ah, yes, I totally remember my 5th birthday. It was sunny. I had a red balloon. There was a clown. Sure, let's throw in a clown. The worst part? You'll believe it. Fully. With confidence. Because your brain hates admitting it doesn't know something. So it just makes stuff up like a toddler with frosting on their face saying they didn't eat the cake. Basically, your memories are less like a documentary and more like a really bad reboot of your life, rewritten by a drunk screenwriter with a deadline. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.